Занесло, эх, занесло, куда-то занесло опять.
Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular diricol.
Ah, yes. The magical bird can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino diricol known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricols don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and not rescuing all the diricols?
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to poachers with her lovely plumage. They'll try harder to take her. The other diricols seem to have managed evading poachers quite well on their own.
Can you tell me what the diricol den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff. You'll recognise it by all of the diricols lolling about.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white diricol.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her.
Hello, sir. Might you have some time to talk?
I have all the time in the world for a potential customer. How do you do? I'm Cromwell, Clifford Cromwell.
I'd like to ask you a bit about Maranweem, if you don't mind.
Of course. Lived here for years. Lovely, peaceful place to settle in.
Have you heard rumors about dark witches or wizards lurking nearby?
Try to avoid them when I can. Nasty lot, Rookwood's crew. However, I did see a poacher not too long ago. Not good for business. Not good at all.
I'd like to learn a bit about you, sir, if you don't mind.
Well, how charming. No one ever asks about me. Been in Maranweem since I left Hogwarts. I did some work with the Ministry as a young man. A confidential project. Had to do with the usage of mandrakes. As weapons, believe it or not. Went through enough cotton wool in my ears to fill a cauldron. But after a time, I sought a quieter life. Set up shop here, selling my wares. I am always content among my plants.
What can you tell me about your shop?
I sell plants and their byproducts here. Herbology was always my passion, even as a young Hufflepuff at Hogwarts.
You're a Hufflepuff too. Always nice to see our house represented well.
Agreed. Just and loyal and unafraid of toil are we. Based on our brief chat alone, I sense that you do our house proud.
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes. What can I do for you?
This must be the diricol den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now, where is Gwynaira? Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffat know.
Oh, hello!
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwynaira.
That's incredible! Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Of course.
Oh, you're too kind. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course. Ah. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwynaira. I shall keep her safe and only use her feathers sparingly.
Pardon me, madam. Do you have a moment?
Indeed. I have several moments at your disposal.
Have you heard any rumours about goings-on in Bainborough?
Well, people are always whispering about that old abandoned manor across the way. Some say it's cursed or haunted. Some swear they've seen an eerie fog through the windows. I've heard strange sounds there at night. Some dark magic in that house, if you ask me.
Are you the shopkeeper here?
I am. I settled into this little business after my scandalous youth in Paris. The stories I could tell. Modelling in Place Cachet, stealing a ride on a flying carriage, getting stranded in the Pyrenees. Oh, but I can't share all my secrets.
What do you have for sale?
I'm in the garment trade. You won't find a finer selection of magical attire this side of the Forest Gate. Can't quite compete with darling Augustus Hill at Gladrags, but who wants to make the trip all the way to Hogsmeade?
What do you have for sale?
What's brought you here today?
Excuse me, Madam...
Navarro. Bella Navarro. May I help you?
What is it you sell, Madam Navarro?
Potion ingredients, mostly. There's a tidy bit of profit to be made from the most unassuming things. I assume you've studied potions at Hogwarts?
Professor Sharp's class, yes.
Then you should know enough to appreciate my inventory.
How do you collect the items you sell?
Some I collect myself from out there in the countryside, and some I buy wholesale from all over the wizarding world.
Have you lived in Cragcroft all your life?
No, I was born here, but moved to Siena, Italy decades ago. I only just returned. There was nothing left for me there, and I needed, a change of scenery.
I hear a dug bog near here has been acting strangely. Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it, but wisely stayed away. I prefer not to tangle with the unpredictable forces of nature if I can help it.
What do you have for sale?
Let's see how I can assist you, my lovely.
Oh, something must be done about the vile thieves who've infested the area.
Is everything all right, madam?
Olivier, Madame Olivier, and no, everything is not all right. The vermin known as the Ashwinders have infested nearby Clagmar Castle, disrupting not only our sense of peace, but our valuable trade. It appeared that they were finally going to slither away until Sylvanus Selwyn arrived.
Sylvanus Selwyn?
Head rat. My guess is that if someone were to take out Selwyn, the rest of the Ashwinders would disperse. But Selwyn is a skilled wizard. I certainly can't take care of him myself. Believe me, I wish I could. I'm at my wit's end.
Sylvanus Selwyn? I thought Victor Rookwood headed up the Ashwinders.
Selwyn's one of Rookwood's lieutenants. Not quite as terrifying as Theophilus Harlow, but a menace nonetheless.
Where is Clagmar Castle?
Clagmar Castle's along the south coast, south and to the west of here.
What's so dangerous about the Ashwinders?
They're not your typical thieves and extortionists. Not that typical thieves and extortionists are lovely company. They would not leave poor Bella Navarro alone. She'd given them everything, but still they kept threatening her. She was ready to go back to her family in Italy, almost lost her livelihood. They are ruthless.
I could take care of Selwyn for you.
Goodness, no! I'd never ask a student to confront Selwyn. But I'm offering a nice bounty on his head. Feel free to put the word out. I only want Cragcroft to go back to normal. I'm tired of living under the thumb of Selwyn and cronies.
Sounds as if Sylvana Selwyn has to go. I should be able to disband the group.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelia.
Your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
We all have our parts, Carl. Mind Robin?
I see you! You little cat! Petrificus totalis!
I couldn't wait. I don't trust Ranrock. I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Revelia.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Seems this one's... We'll find you, eventually. Oh, well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we?
I've no idea what Selwyn sees in this place. And nothing left to steal from Moonridge View.
Revelia.
Selwyn would be as sick of this hole as we are if he'd been camped out here as long as we have.
Petrificus totalis!
I could use a fire whiskey right now.
Petrificus totalis!
Petrificus totalis. Revelia.
And where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper? Rally behind strength and you can't go wrong. When minds stand behind whimsy that castles fall. Haven't a clue what
I've robbed every
Rookwood should never have put Selwyn in charge. Although I suppose Selwyn is better than Harlow.
Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends.
I don't feel bad fleecing those cape flappers in Cragcroft.
If Selwyn's plan works out, you suppose we'll all be rich.
Revelia. There's Selwyn. I wonder if I can pull his guards away. Revelia.
Right here. Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is.
As if it's all the fault of us witches. You talk as if we do nothing but spend our days brewing love potion and trying to lure the eye of a young...
Did you hear that?
Revelia.
Expulso! You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That was a mistake, my friend. No one tells me. I'd be impressed by you if I thought trolls were hard to kill.
You've the brains of a troll, you...
That's it for Selwyn. I should go and see Madame Olivier back in Cragcroft about that bounty.
Incendio!
did it.
Revelio.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
Revelio.
I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I think I get more sense out of mooncalf dung. Well, well. Thought we'd forget about that.
The beast is safer now. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. This looks like trouble. Confringo! Ha. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Have you heard anything about Sylvanas Selwyn?
Selwyn has been taken care of.
You defeated Selwyn? Merlin's beard. A student took down one of Rookwood's top filth. Then I suppose this bounty is yours. Well deserved.
I'm glad I could help protect Cragcroft from the Ashwinders.
The thieves will finally leave us alone. Thanks to you. You're welcome in Cragcroft any time. It's such a pleasant place when it's not being threatened by